Bro, so you have to. You win one match.
If I can win one match,
That is. Now that's like you're Rudy. That's a documentary.
Yeah, I'm Rudy, bro.
Yeah, I tell people as it is already. What you've done is amazing. How many people at this late in the game can come back and be, I'm a collegiate wrestler?
That's crazy. I'm surviving. I mean, yeah, it's tough, but that's how I feel. It's like if I can win a match, and
how are you hanging with these young guys?
well, it's tough. I mean, the matches I had, I got obliterated so far, but you know, I don't quit. You know, that's the main thing.
And did you look good? And you're hanging with them in practice, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're getting me the more of, but every now and again I'll get on their legs or something. Sometimes my shots are still there.
You're not no arthritis, nothing.
Oh.
You're not getting none of these.
Dude, I mean, I've been throughout the season. It's been my ankle, my shoulder, all my things have hurt, but I don't think they hurt more than like the other guys on the team who are, you know, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's I'm lucky as far as that goes. That I'm like.
And you said that for you to make weight, they said for hydration.
Yeah.
How much can you get down to?
They said I could go after. You got to do like a couple pounds a week, but I could go down all the way to like the 140s. I'm like, there's no way I could possibly do that. I haven't been 140 since I was in high school.
That's like what these UFC guys do.
Yeah, that's what they do. Well, when you see the video of the dudes that I'm wrestling compared to me, I don't even see how I'm in their weight class.
They look bigger?
Oh, they're way bigger. Dude, I'll tell you something else. It is so intimidating, the weigh-ins. Because you weigh in, and everybody's just shirts off in your underwear, and you're looking at these dudes, and you're like, oh, man.
Do you think they're juicing? Do they look at?
Unfortunately, not all of them.
But some of them got the physique.
Because I was talking to some of the other guys on the other wrestling team, and they were looking around like this. Because some of the wrestlers know who I am. Because they see my videos.
Their dad or their grandfather.
Yeah, they got pictures of their dad and grandpa with me.
It was a Polaroid.
Polaroid. I wrestled him back in 1997.
Look at this Polaroid. This guy's like back in time.
He was a sophomore in high school in 1996.
It's like
you could beat him, son. I did.
It's like one of those things where they go, time travel's passable. Look, I see this guy. This is the same guy. From 1998.
Oh man, dude. No.
Well, I think some of those guys they got to be on juice.
Some of them aren't, but there is some you're looking at them, you're like, you know, because you can think some dudes have the pimples on the chest, you know, like.
But even just the musculature, you know what I mean? Like, because they're only like 21 years old, right? 20,
yeah. It's anywhere because it's anywhere between 18. Most of them are anywhere between 18 and probably 23. There might be a few 24, 25-year-olds who redshirted, maybe started a year late or something. But dude, the closest guy to my age is probably at least 20 years younger than me.
Yeah.
You know, because if there's a 25-year-old, they're like, oh, he's kind of up there for college wrestling. 45, walking around with my headgear in my hand.
Yeah.
But when I looked at the weigh-ins, and then I was like, well, I'm going down to 165 next tournament, and I look at 165, they're the same build, just shorter.
Right, yeah.
You know, they're all animals, dude.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just kind of, I'm having fun, man.
Dude,
but,
it's an inspiration, though. So what does that make you think now when you see somebody else that's your age, and they're complaining, or they're not, they're maybe out of shape, or they're complaining about never having chased a dream? Because now here you are chasing multiple. You did comedy, you did acting, and dude, now you're a damn collegiate athlete.
Yeah, dude, that's the one in my hat that I'm the most proud of, honestly, because
it's the most impossible.
Yeah, and I'm lucky, dude, because how everything in my life lined up so I could still do it. And you know, it's like they say, it's never too late. Well, there is a time, another 3 years from now, it's too late for me. Maybe, you know, I'm still going to probably wrestle the adult tournaments 3 years from now.
Yeah.
But at this level, I mean, even now, my footwork, like I've been practicing just my footwork. Because your feet, you start to notice, is they're not
It's not as quick.
Yeah, it's not. A couple of the guys at practice just tear me up because they're timing my feet so easy because I'm having a little hard time to keep up with their pace, right? The pace.
Would that have been different though back when you were in high school?
Yeah, because my feet were. I was faster then. I mean,
Yeah.
I was great at takedowns.
But you were lighter then too.
I was lighter then.
30 pounds lighter.
Yeah, 30 pounds lighter. So
Yeah.
I was lighter.
They weren't as good, the competition.
Yeah, because I was wrestling high school guys.
Right. So it's like almost like incomparable.
Yeah, because I've kind of been at the same level somewhat the whole time because I've always been a state qualifier. So any other state qualifier guys who are around that level, I could keep hanging with. But the college level is, even when I go and practice now, because over Thanksgiving we didn't have practice at the college because everybody goes home to their families. But the local high school had practice. I was going and help work out with the team there, and I was noticing the difference just of. Now, some of the guys on the high school team, they're actually beasts, dude. They're gonna go to college and wrestle, but they're not to that jump.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
From the high school guys, only 1% of college wrestlers end up wrestling in college. High school wrestlers end up. 1% of high school wrestlers end up wrestling in college.
Yeah, it's that much harder. Hey, so let's think as far as comedy-wise. So let's think about comedians who wrestle.
Yeah.
Do you think you could now beat Adam Hunter?
Yeah, because he's like a full-time dad. I mean, he's still pretty good. I mean, I don't want to. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I mean, I believe I can because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? So like, he'd probably say, "Oh, I'll beat him," but like.
But he's not in shape anymore.
But he's not wrestling.
Coaching.
Maybe he might be. He's coaching. He's doing jiu-jitsu. He's got some good takedowns.
But he's not training 5 days a week.
Well, that's the thing. I'm training
athletes.
That's the thing. I can't wait to see how I do against. Because I've been doing the adult tournaments. I'm curious to see how I do now in the adult tournaments compared to, because just some of the little tricks that we learn, they're small things, but they make a big difference.
Now, because of your age, would you be allowed to get on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy?
I don't know. I don't know if that's legal or not.
Because it would just get you back to base level, right? It's like how it's legal, like so in pro sports, as long as you have a medical purpose, right? It's legal.
Oh, okay. So I don't know about that.
Would you do it?
If it was safe.
Yeah, if you got it from the doctor.
If I got it from the doctor and it wasn't going to hurt me in the future, and it wasn't like if it wasn't like I'm pure out cheating like the steroids dudes, because I look at that and I'm like, because you're sitting there with a couple of the wrestlers at the colleges that don't do steroids, and you're feeling bad for them if they're about to do some dude who's about to verse some guy that's going and doing that. But I did think, well, man, if I could get me back to where my
25, where you were
at least when I was young, because
even get you back to 35.
Well, that's the thing. When I was 32, kind of what started getting me thinking about wrestling again. Back when I wasn't doing, I ended up back now when I was 32. But when I was 32, remember Andrew Dehart? He came to see us in North Carolina in the green room, and I said his dad's my wrestling coach.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Well, when he first was about to go to college, I came into the garage and was wrestling with him, and then he told his dad, "I can't believe Brian, this doing, just jump right in there and have." And then he was getting the better of me, but I was still right. I also had the age on him, and I'd known him since he was a 5-year-old kid, so it was kind of different, But he was like impressed that at 32, I was still able to do that.
You were 13 years later.
That 13 years later, since the last time I was wrestling, and there he is. He had the highest winning record of anybody from our high school. His winning percentage was 95%. So, anyways, and then he went on to wrestle the Duke, and he was like, "Good dad, I can't believe he's jumping in and doing goes with me," So,
dude, I think no matter what, it's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah. Oh.
No matter what, this is already you're at a point where you could write a book. It becomes a movie when you win.
I would imagine. Maybe even a takedown might be a movie if you saw some of the competition I'm against.
You just win one.
If I'll win one, dude. And next year I think we're having a home meet too, a home duel. I was like, man, I'd love to win one at the home, but if I can get the right if I can get the right matchup, maybe if I can
on the right day.
on the right day. And the thing for me is getting the match into the later periods, because and there's certain positions like the bottom position is what I've been having the most difficult with. That's what I'm going to improve the most over the summer, because getting up, jumping up on your feet, that shit is, we don't like to admit it, we don't like to see it, and what happens is because life goes gradually, you don't notice as much over time.
You're not as spry as jumping to
you're not as spry, and you don't really realize that that's happening to you because it happens slowly. Right?
Just like the getting like.
Yeah, you're getting up, right, and it used to be boom, and then now you're. But so
I always think that's because of weight.
Well, weight doesn't help anything.
Yeah, because if you're heavier, right, it's harder to get
weight
up.
only helps if, like you said, you put on 30 pounds of muscle, right?
It's still like
you still moving
like,
slower.
Boy, do I feel strange?
Yeah. So, but yeah, dude, that's
it's huge, man.
Yeah, thanks.